Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for 2024. This is for Cancer and Cancer Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Cancer, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your readings, and I am going to go through a lot of aspects that you will love. Cancer, 2024 is going to be great. It's going to be an amazing year. We have some really, really nice eclipses, which are game changers. We have some really powerful new moons and full moons, and we have conjunctions galore. We have so many, like even rare conjunctions. Some we haven't seen in 13 years. Like, this is going to be a year. And conjunctions in astrology, the easiest way to explain it, like, they are the highest degree of like auspicious aspects. So there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot. It is going to be a year of milestones, and there's going to be, for you particularly, a lot that's going to happen. Now, let me just kind of explain 2024. 2024 is like the middle child of 2023 and 2025. The reason I say that is because 2024 is like a lot of you learning things on your own and taking action and not having anything in your way, and also getting away with a lot of things. That is really like very imaginative year, creative year for y'all. A lot of you really just doing a lot of things on your own, but also with a lot of people as well. There's a lot, well, especially looking at what's going on for you, there's a lot of activity where in the first 6 months of the year, you're going to see so much progress because Jupiter has gone direct at that point, and Uranus has is going direct in January. So no planets, the outer planets are going to be direct or retrograde. And so Jupiter is in your 11th house. Okay. So that is your hopes and wishes. That's your hopes and wishes. And then remember, the North Node, your true calling, your destiny, it moved into Aries, your 10th house of career. So if you are here for career, wow, huge. Okay. And 10th house isn't just career, it's public recognition. Okay. So the way that you want to be perceived. And so it's also like fame, it's social status, it's, achievements and honors. And so you're going to have this grand old kickoff to 2024. I really love this for you. Now, a lot of the things that happen in 2024 are going to be they're really going to kind of like dictate what happens in 2025. Okay. So you want to take a lot of action in 2024. And I can't say the same thing for 2023 because a lot of the bigger changes happen in 2024. Now, one thing that I want you to know about 2025, the reason why I'm including that is because this, some might consider like the biggest year of the decade, 2025. That's when, let me just say what's happening. Venus is going retrograde. Mercury, at the same time, Mercury is retrograde. So Venus, we're having another Venus retrograde, but then Mars retrograde. Okay. We have nodal shifts moving into Pisces and Virgo. So the North Node and South Node are leaving Aries and Libra and moving into Pisces and Virgo. So that is going to be a really big thing for you. Travel is going to be a really big thing for you. Whether it's short distance, long distance, it really will be a thing. The biggest thing of all for 2025, this is huge. Neptune is finally leaving Pisces after being there since 2011. Okay. Neptune's moving into Aries. Saturn is leaving Pisces, moving into Aries. So, you know, that's a big thing. Uranus, after being in Taurus since 2018, moving into Gemini. And then lastly, Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, prosperity, good luck, expansion, profit, wealth, wisdom, moving into your sign. So 2025 is going to be the best year that you've had since 2013. And you're completing the cycle. And it's kind of like 2025 for you, huge gangbusters year. But 2024, again, it's still going to be a really big year for you. Now, what I'm going to do is for this forecast, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down I'm going to tell you the biggest thing that you can expect for every month, and then we'll do your spread. And after I do your spread, then I'm going to break it down further and go month by month for Cancers, telling you the key dates to look out for and to watch out for if you want to take notes or whatnot. But so let's go. Let's do it. Let's get started. So 2024, the biggest thing of all, the biggest thing that you can expect is Pluto moving into Aquarius. Now, Pluto did go into Aquarius for a little bit. We had a little preview in 2023. Now it officially moves into Aquarius. Pluto moves into Aquarius January 2024, and I will tell you the dates later on, okay? But this is a big thing, so I'm just going to do a separate video on Pluto and Aquarius on its own. If you want to know a little bit about Pluto in Aquarius, this is... Okay, so Pluto has not been in Aquarius for 250 years. So this aspect that's happening, all of humanity right now is getting to experience it. Not all of humanity, not all of mankind, that people that have been on this planet have experienced Pluto in Aquarius. This is huge. Pluto in Aquarius is a really big deal. Okay. If you want to know, on my Instagram, I have I did a reel on Pluto in Aquarius, and the history of it, like what happens, and it's pinned at the top of my reel on Instagram if you want to look at that. But again, this is just something that humanity is going to experience together. All right. And Aquarius just happens to be all about humanity. All right. So that is January. Now, February, what I really love is, and I have so many notes, that's why I had to wear my glasses today. February is Mars and Venus conjuncting Pluto in Aquarius. So we'll talk about that later. That is something that's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, what I want you to know, this already is looking at what's going on for you. There is... a lot of y'all are going to kick off this year feeling really big transformations, okay? Because Pluto in Aquarius is in your 8th house. So you're going to be feeling this for 20 years. You're big transformative moment, spiritual growth too, really deep, okay? Really deep. It's also the 8th house is shared resources. So that could be a big thing for you now for the next 20 years. Especially you may start feeling it in the beginning of January, okay? Because in January, we have all this energy in Capricorn. That's your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And so, but even still, the 8th house is shared resources, is inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, debts, paying off debts, karmic debts as well. Maybe even sharing bank accounts with someone. That's going to be something that you can keep an eye out for. Now, March, we have the lunar eclipse in Libra. This is a really big one. All right. So this is going to be in your 4th house, which rules your domestic sector. So family, children, home too. Okay, home matters. A lot of y'all are actually possibly going to move this year with these eclipses. Okay, and eclipses are game changers, and they tend to eclipse things out of our lives. So it may be that you don't see it coming, and you're one day driving down the street and you see this beautiful house and you're like, oh, I love this house, I want to move there. And there you go. There's your eclipse moment. Now, also, we have in April. Now we're on to April. April and May, by the way, are the 2 biggest months of 2024. Now, April, we have the solar eclipse in Aries. Now, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. A lot of y'all are possibly going to start new jobs, new careers, ascending though, in majorly, okay? Because again, this is going to be in your 10th house of career. Also fame. Some of y'all could find out that you are starting to become a lot more famous, and maybe even get some sort of honor or achievement around this time. Also in April, we have Jupiter and Uranus conjuncting in Taurus. Okay, so this is, some may argue best day of the year. Some may argue the most important day of the year. Some may say it's the most important or best day of the past 5 years or of the decade. This happens every 13 years. This aspect happens every 13 years. So we will definitely talk about this later. Now in May, what I love about May is the Sun and Venus, they're both going to conjunct Uranus and Taurus. So keep that in mind. And again, we'll talk about this later. This is going to be really big. Again, this is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. Okay. And then Jupiter goes into Gemini. So Jupiter is leaving Taurus. Jupiter is moving Gemini. It's going from this fixed sign that's more about like value and finances and stability to Gemini, a mutable sign that's very like chatty, social, brainiac energy, genius energy, creative energy, charming too. And so this is really interesting. We're going to talk about this later, but Jupiter in Gemini is going to be your 12th house. And so the 12th house is the subconscious, and it is like dreams and intuition. So we'll talk about that later. The other thing that's happening in April, yes, there is May is one other big thing that you should know. Sun conjuncting Jupiter, best day of the year, unarguably. So you already see that we already have some of the best days of the year. This is the best. Luckiest day. Let's keep it that way. Luckiest day. Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good luck, and whatnot. June, I really love this month because Jupiter will trine Pluto. This is the best money day of the year. And remember, Pluto is in your 8th house. And so that is shared resources. So other people's money. So you could open like an Airbnb. There could be passive income. Like there's just so much happening for y'all. So July, when we get to so Mars is conjuncting Uranus and Taurus. Again, I really love this. Remember, this is a big deal this is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. August, we come to one of my favorite new moons of the year. This one's in Leo. I want you to pay special attention to this because that is your 2nd house of salary, money, earned income, coming right after the biggest money day of the year. Come on, it's big. Now, in September, we do have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. This is really big. I like this one for you. Pisces being, your BFF, fellow water sign. This is going to be in your 9th house of spirituality. So a lot of intuitive energy. A lot of you may, it's your philosophies away as well as like publishing. There could be something around there if you are like writing a book or starting a website or doing something in that capacity. But again, long distance travel, there could be something around there, some activity. Now, October, we have the big solar eclipse in Libra. This is really big. So listen, just buckle your seatbelt. This is when I feel like you will actually move because again, this is in your 4th house. So I feel like a lot of y'all will move in with a partner that you fell in love with, do something, maybe buy property, maybe buy real estate, maybe just spend time renovating your place. Some of y'all could have children. Some of y'all could, introduce new, people in your family, or there's a lot of activity around your domestic sector. Now, this is when, a lot of planets are going retrograde around this time. So, the first 6 months of 2024, the best. Okay. Now, the last 6 months they're not bad. It's just the first 6 months are the best. Let's just keep it that way. But for you in particular, with Jupiter going into Gemini, that is your 12th house again. So a lot of you just like maybe spending a little bit more alone time, maybe spending time, really facing a lot of fears at this point. So it is nice. November, the Sun trining Saturn and Mars. We'll talk about that later. Those are really great. And then December, I really love. We do have a full moon in Gemini that I love. Okay, now those are just kind of like really key things. And again, we're gonna go in depth a little bit more later, but with every year, there are challenges, right? There are challenging aspects. So throughout the year, we do have some Jupiter-Saturn squares. We also have Mars and Saturn squaring. And those are those are the two malefic. So those are kind of hard. And then there are some full moons that I'm just like, oh, I don't know. But at the end of the year, Mars goes retrograde. And then that's when it goes retrograde into 2025, but we do not have to worry about that. That's a year away from now, but just keep it on your radar. But let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to do a spread for the year for you, okay? And then from there, we're going to break it down quarterly, all right, seasonally, and I'm going to tell you all the dates that you as a Cancer should definitely pay attention to. You really are having like a really big money thing happening in the first half. But anyway, let's get started. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you for 2024. Again, this is for Cancer and Cancer rising. If you know your birth chart, feel free to read for your Venus and your moon as well if you want more insight in those areas of your life. But Cancer, let's get to it. Let's get started for 2024. Now, Cancer, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. And secondly, Cancer, you are really good. And what's going to happen is definitely when Jupiter moves into Gemini in your 12th house, that is going to have a really big impact on you. And I'm going to explain why, but you're good. You're good. Just don't, there may be some moments where you go like a little too deep. Cancers are very intuitive. So with the planet of good fortune, good luck going into your 12th house, there could be like moments of like really deep soul searching because you see it here in your spread. Now let's get started. You kick it off with Ace of Wands. All right. So like I said earlier, I already feel that there's something new happening for y'all. Okay. In the beginning of the year, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new opportunities that aces usher in. You see all the leaves sprouting from the one, so planting seeds. So definitely do that in the beginning of the year, all right, because it is a good time. January 2024 is going to be very different from January 2023, even January 22 when they were a little bit slower, okay? So a lot of new things. Wands are your passions, okay? Creativity, ideas, but also work-related, enterprise-related. So a lot of y'all, again, maybe moving into like dream jobs or getting dream jobs or starting dream jobs or starting your own business or starting something that you're very passionate about, something that you've put a lot of energy into. But again, it's all about planting those seeds. Now, you have the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. So, like I said, this is going to be a big year of you going deep, doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of spiritual activity is going to be something that you can look forward to. Remember, Saturn is in Pisces all year long, okay, in your 9th house of spirituality. So that may be something that you take a lot more seriously this year. And when I say spirituality, it means something for everybody. Like everyone takes a different meaning from that. So how does that resonate with you? Okay, it can be your belief system, your philosophies, even like things like, you know, the metaphysical and whatnot, even like tarot, astrology, things like that. It may be like a big thing for you, but it looks like you're going to be, the Hierophant is, this is what's really great about this is that the Hierophant is Taurus. And so remember Jupiter, we like to track Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune and prosperity, wealth. We like to track Jupiter. Jupiter for the first half of the year is going to be in Taurus. Okay. Remember your 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, expansion in your social network or your LinkedIn community, any group that you belong to. But it seems like you may be the leader. It seems like you may be in a position where you are the one that people look up to, that inspire people. You did get the Hierophant, who is very influential, and he is the connector between the divine and our physical reality. All right. So a lot, you can even see the two monks here listening to him. You see, he's got the keys at his feet. Like he has the deep sacred knowledge that everybody seeks. So a lot of wisdom in this card. So 2024 is a year where you're just going to become a lot wiser and, you know, even unlocking a lot of like, if you have really big questions, it seems like you will have the answers. But again, the bigger thing coming through for me is this leadership energy. Okay. And it can be within a group or a community, or even just within your squad or your family or whatnot. But I absolutely love this for you. Now, you did get the Ace of Cups. You got your Ace of Cups in your challenge area. One thing that I want you to do is there is a point of like vulnerability, all right? That, you know, especially with Jupiter moving into
Gemini in May. All right. So that's going to be in your 12th house. And so the 12th house, sure, is the subconscious, but what is the subconscious, right? It is where we store our memories. So a lot of low energy frequencies are in the 12th house, like fear, self-sabotage, things like that. And those are the things that you want to unroot. And that's when you go deep. And that's when you have like, moments where you have to choose to feel empowered. You want to feel empowered rather than, powerless, right? You want to feel liberated rather than limited. So Jupiter and Gemini may bring up some of that, especially because it's going to be in your 12th house. Just as an example, just to give you a little reference, when I had Jupiter in my 12th house for that year, there was a relationship that I had in my family that it was something that it was something that I couldn't come to terms with for a long time. And it was just when Jupiter was in my 12th house, that was when I went really deep to unroot that. And now I have the best relationship with this family member. But it was for so long. There was just, it was there. And it was me. I refused to have a good relationship with this person. But when Jupiter was in my 12th house, that's when I went really deep, when I was facing my fears, when I was, asking myself the big questions like how can I come out of this? So that may be a big thing for you, especially with the Ace of Cups in your challenge area. You may have a lot of those moments, and you may have to be a little bit vulnerable, but you're going to be fine. Look, I mean, you have the King of Pentacles in your crown. This is absolutely amazing. The King of Pentacles, the richest king. Okay, he holds a golden scepter that creates all this abundance. You see all this abundance, right? You can't even distinguish him from his harvest. Like, this is crazy. So there's a lot of again, this is wealth in all areas of your life too. 2024 is definitely going to be like a money year for you. There's a lot of money stuff, but also wealth in all forms of the word. Okay, like wealth in family, wealth in career. Like, you're going to feel that. It seems like you're looking for that. Now, what's really great about this is that the King of Pentacles is Taurus. Remember, Jupiter for the first half of the year will be in Taurus. And Jupiter went into Taurus 2023, but then it went retrograde for a long time. So like immediately in January, you're going to start feeling that energy. Okay, in your hopes and wishes, also your social network and whatnot. But you see, you've got two Taurus cards here. You got two Taurus cards here, which I really love. And now you have the Hermit and the Ridier spread. So there is, again, that deep soul searching. Not only did you get the Hierophant, you got the Hermit. Hello. So deep soul searching that, you may be doing. That's what the Hermit does. The Hermit is someone who has made all these accomplishments. He's climbed the top of the mountain, right? And so he wants to know what's next. It's like when you've accomplished something, you're like, okay, what do I do now? What's my next big project? What's my next big goal? I want to know. He does have his little lantern light, but you can only see so far with lantern light, right? It's like, where do you find those answers? Where do you have that sacred knowledge from, like the Hierophant? It's like going within, like that light is actually inside you. And so it's really staying grounded in the present. The Hermit is Virgo, by the way, so being very grounded in the present, earth sign, right? And so as you look into your future, but doing that soul searching, really, really tapping into your intuition, definitely going to be a big thing here. Don't be closed off to it. And like I said, Cancers are so intuitive. Now, you did get the Devil in your future. And so again, it's almost like, well, the energy that I'm getting is more like, there's going to be some things that you're going to have to give up this year. And I'm saying that because we do have these lunar eclipses. We do have a lot of other aspects where it's like time to clear out the gutter, time to like remove this, especially like up here subconsciously, a lot of things that you may fear, a lot of things that may be holding you back to move forward, because there's so many great things happening in 2024. You want to make room for it. Okay. Now, the Devil in your future is saying there is, going to be some times where you may be holding on to things that possibly aren't serving you well. Even if you don't know, there's going to be some deep soul searching to discover that that is the reason why you may find moving forward in this area in your life or this area in your life, because there's something so deeply rooted. But that's what the devil is. The devil is like a dangling carrot, right? It's a big test. He's a trap. It's like, don't take that carrot. Have a, cucumber. But when I say the devil is Capricorn. And so it could have to do with a partnership or a relationship, whether in work, career, could be even platonic, friendship, because remember Jupiter in your 11th house, your social network. So just realize there could be something that could be really emotional for you to let go. But again, there are a lot of aspects happening in 2024 where it's going to be better for you to let things go. All right. So don't be tempted by the devil energy and you're going to be fine. It feels like it could be draining for you. And that's when you're just like, I'm going to let that go. If you have the Hierophant in the heart of your spread, okay? The devil is more like choice, right? You see the two people chained to the devil, all right? The chains are loose. You can break free, all right? Now, these two people, same people from the Lover's card. So like I said, the synchronicity of the fact that that's happening, partner or a relationship, the devil being Capricorn being your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. So there may be something that around that. Again, it can be like a platonic, like friendship. It could be something. It could be your mailman. Every Cancer is different. Every Cancer has a different birth chart. Every Cancer is going to take something different from this. But just keep that in mind. It may not be the best thing for you. I feel that you are going to be fine as long as you trust your intuition and have, be spiritually connected, listen to your inner voice, because the Hierophant rules over, look, you see the devil actually mocking the Hierophant. Yet the Hierophant is in the heart of your spread, and you've got the Hermit in the root of your spread. So this is something that you're going to be, again, go with your intuition and your spiritual, even spirit guides. Listen to your spirit guides if that's something that you do, whatever you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, wherever you find that source of strength. Okay, now let's get to your stuff. Cancer. Okay, we're good on time. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what 2023 has been like for you. It's really honestly, Cancers, I remember just even 2 years ago, ooh, y'all were going through it. But things have been improving significantly, and you will feel it a lot more starting in January. And yeah, you're good. I don't even know what to say here. You're good. You're absolutely good. Go within. A lot of intuition energy, a lot of spirituality here as well. But let's get started. You got the 2 of Cups. So it looks like a lot of y'all are looking for the perfect partnership, perfect relationship. Some of y'all have already moved into it, and it's solidifying it, taking it to the next level. This card is attributed to Venus in Cancer. And so this is really great that the 2 of Cups showed up. A lot of healing in this card as well. You do see the caduceus between them. But this is like Aristotle said in 4th century BCE, love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies, right? There you go. There you go. And again, this can be partnerships in love. It can be in career. It can be friendships, BFF energy, the Romy to your Michelle. But it's also a lot of self-love too. So there is a sense of again, what is that? There's a saying, who said, you can't love others unless you love yourself or something. There's a phrase like that. But you get where I'm going. So I love that for you. And then I also love the fact you got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So they're, again, like I said, with Jupiter and going full direct in Taurus, it's a big thing for you. Now, because that is not only your hopes and wishes, but working with other people, like I said, your LinkedIn community or groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, and it may be you. You have the Hierophant in the heart of your spread. This is leadership energy. You're a cardinal sign. You're a big leader. But this is someone who loves structure, but he also loves being someone that is like a leader for like a group or an organization. And now you just got the card of like teamwork, making the dream work. It takes a team for success. And so I absolutely love this for you. There is something coming through this month where you could be part of that and you could be leading it. All right. You may be the one that's leading it. But even still, there is just again, like I said, it's such an interesting year for you, Cancers, because the first half, amazing. Like celebrity chef kiss, okay, not just a chef kiss, celebrity chef kiss, like that's how big it is. And then the second half of the year is more like you being like introspective and really doing a lot of like really good like intuitive work. But even still, others will be involved, and it is something that could be really new too. Now, interestingly, you did get the devil with the Three of Pentacles, okay? Three of Pentacles is a Capricorn card. And so you see, remember what I said, Capricorn ruling your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. There could be something here, the birth of something new with the three. Three is all about creation, birth of new things, but also growth and advancement. And then you also have the Two of Cups, which it takes two, right? It takes two, okay? So not just you, but like people being involved in your life, like significantly in 2024. Judgment. There you go. Your life is changing. That's what you want to actually. It looks like there's, with Judgment, which is actually attributed to Pluto. And so remember, Pluto moving into Aquarius for 20 years, starting in January, which is going to be a really big thing for you because it is your 8th house. Now, which is all about transformation. And there you see, this is beyond transformation. You see the dead arising. This is like going from like the darkness of the coffins, the darkness of the tombs to all this light, all this healing. You see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. What is sound, right? It's healing. Think back to like any time in human history, sound has always been used for healing, whether it's like, Native American drum beats, Gregorian chanting, even gospel choir. Like sound is healing. And what is healing? It's raising your vibrations. That's what sound is. It's vibration. So it's raising your frequency. And I talk about it all the time. Energy is free. It's we're all made of energy. We all vibrate at a certain frequency. You always want to vibrate at a high frequency. Okay. This is also, especially with the Ace of Cups here, you really want to take note of that, and put just again, a little bit of vulnerability can do you good, but to your comfort level, okay? Because you are going to be doing a lot of that toward the latter half of the year, but this is you want it. You want a lot of healing, soul healing. You want to move forward in a way where your life is transforming, okay? Hearing the blow of the trumpet. I love the fact that you did get this Archangel. And then lastly, Queen of Cups. There's so much love going around this year for you. So much. And again, that self-love is really big. Queen of Cups, Cancer, okay? Queen of Cups is Cancer. So you pulled your own cup card in your final outcome. She leads with her heart. So remember, open up your heart a bit, okay? It seems like you will, all right? As long as you don't go back to like something that maybe even like toxic for you with the devil energy in your future, you can avoid that energy, all right? So Queen of, because this is all potential, right? So Queen of Cups in your final outcome, love. And again, I love the fact that, the Queen of Cups is Cancer. A lot of emotional intelligence, right? That is something that you can look forward to for 2024. And, just being in touch with your emotional side and, having this love. The Queen of Cups is very maternal also. She's also very intuitive. She is the most intuitive queen, the most psychic queen. All right. So really love this for you. Really absolutely, like you're fine. You're good. Now let's break it down as I promised. Let me do a time check. All right. So what I'm going to do, okay. I'm going to break it down, like I said, by season. I'm just going to tell you the dates that because every date's different for, there's some aspects will have a different effect on different signs, more so than other signs. So I'm going to point out the ones that are big for you. So let's start in January. January, in December, Mercury went retrograde. It goes direct, like right in the beginning of January. And then right after that, Mars moves into Capricorn on January 4th. Pay attention. Take action. Mars is a planet of action. It's the ambition. And remember what I said, Capricorn, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So, hey, this can be love. This can be career. Like, just take action. You may find a lot of things happening, but the reason why I say take action now, because we have a new moon in Capricorn on the 11th. So it's all leading up to that new moon. As we know, new moons bring in new opportunities, new beginnings. I really love this because the day after, Mars will trine Jupiter, Mars being in Capricorn, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships, trining Jupiter, which is in Taurus, in your hopes and wishes. So you can see that, and then Mercury moves into Capricorn. So you can see that we kick it off really well. But the best day of the month, and that's what I'm going to do also, tell you all the best day of the month. And many months have more than one. The best day of January will be the 28th. Okay, January 28th. Mark it in your calendar. 3 reasons why. 1, Venus trining Jupiter. This is all about love. This is all about money. This is all about romance. This is like great for sex. Well, yeah, great for sex too, if you're here for that. But remember, Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good luck. Trines are so auspicious. And so this is a great day for first dates if you're single. But again, I see a lot of y'all moving into new partnerships with this new moon in Capricorn. So it doesn't even have to be like, if you're single. But if you are single, because a lot of y'all come here for love. If you are single, if you are not going out there to the, bars to meet people, if you're not going out there to the observatories, to the candy stores, I don't know, wherever you meet singles these days, sending you to Exile Island until you do, okay? I want you firing up your Tinder. I don't want you being that person's like, I don't want to meet someone on Tinder. Once you do that, you create a blockage for yourself. Remember, anything's possible in any sort of way, okay? So whatever you do, but also with Pluto moving into Aquarius, technology is just going to be a big thing anyway. So you may adapt to it. But if you are single, definitely do whatever, I don't know, download Hinge, whatever you need to do. But it's just a great day for everybody. Everybody's going to feel this because second reason why this is the best day of the month, Mercury will trine Uranus. So that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Mercury being in Capricorn is a big thing. That's in your seventh house of partnerships, relationships. Uranus in your house of hopes and wishes and your social network too. But just expect the unexpected, like really great breakthrough, surprising breakthrough could happen around this time. One that you're like, whoa, like, oh my goodness, like I feel like I'm in like a TV show. Like this just never happens. It's like really great. Third reason why January 28th is so great is because it is my birthday. Now, February, there are so many aspects that are happening in February. The one that I want you to really pay attention to, Cancer, is you may actually really, really like February 13th. This is a day where you could just have a lot of activity with money, a lot of activity with career. These are 2 very powerful planets, by the way, conjuncting. It could be even like you feeling so empowered, so authoritative. I mean, Venus is actually conjuncting Pluto too. It's just a day where you'll be really amped up with energy, but it's also like kind of like a my way or the highway kind of day. So definitely a really great day for you in terms of like feeling really empowered. I absolutely love this for you. And then another day that's really good is February 28th. This is when, and I want you to, this is when you may have some like intellect, logic meeting intuition, like finding that balance, because not only is the sun going to conjunct Mercury, Mercury's going to conjunct Saturn, and then the sun is going to conjunct Saturn. So this is really, really, really big in terms of spirituality for you. Because remember, at this point, we're in Pisces season. So the sun is in Pisces, and then Saturn is in Pisces. Okay. So all that activity, your ninth house, spirituality, your belief system, even education. Some of y'all may be thinking of like going back to school, maybe even actually graduating too. Yeah, there could be something that you're learning. Something definitely something that you're learning for sure. Now, March. Okay, so let me tell you the best day of the month. There's actually a couple, but the best day, mark it in your calendar, March 1st, best day of the month. Sun sextiling Jupiter. We love any sun sextile Jupiters, okay? This is all about luck. This is a day where you could get like a really good hint of what's happening for your future. This is when you may feel like, okay, I feel really good where I'm at. All these big changes have happened in my life. I see the road ahead. I see my path to enlightenment. So I really love this. So I would definitely, and again, this is happening with both your hopes and wishes and your spirituality. I really love this for you. This is really, really nice. And then I really like the new moon in Pisces on March 10th for you. Again, spirituality. There could be something new. Remember, new opportunities, new beginnings. Don't forget the ninth house also rules publishing. Some of y'all may be, writing a book, thinking about writing a book or a website or starting a blog or whatnot. And it's also long distance travel. I see a lot of y'all traveling around this time, and it would be a really great time to travel. So pay attention to those days, but the reason why I love this new moon in Pisces for you on the 10th is because the day after, Venus moves into Pisces. Oh, man, that is so nice. Venus will be in Pisces for a while, but Venus is actually exalted in Pisces. So woo, it's so like just that compassion energy. Remember, Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces, so we have a bundle of planets in Pisces. Again, your spirituality and like you're just gonna. It's just such a great time. So it seems like there's gonna be something new that you launch, and seeds that you plant that's gonna make you feel really good. Okay, so I really love those dates for you. And then the big, oh my gosh, the big one. March 25th, we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Okay. This definitely, there could be something coming to an end. It's actually, this feels like a very serious eclipse. There could be, Libra is relationships and partnerships, the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. So something could be coming to an end for something new to begin, or the chapter in a relationship could be coming to an end for a new one. But it is coming right after Venus sextiling Jupiter, like the day before. So, sorry, like in that, like earlier. But in any case, there's a lot happening around this time. But just note, that is our first eclipse of the year. So let's see what's going on for you for January, February, and March. All right, Cancer. Oh, what is going on? Oh, my gosh. Okay, so yeah, when I talked about money, yeah, there you go. You've got the ace of, so there's going to be money stuff happening for y'all. And there's your affirmation with the Ace of Pentacles. You see the biggest pentacle in the deck. This is the Hand of Spirit offering it. So yeah, a lot of y'all could start new jobs, dream jobs. Remember Jupiter and Pisces in your house of hopes and wishes. And then remember I said there is kind of like that sense of like, when the sun sextiles Jupiter in March, you have like an idea of like this future ahead for yourself. But you do see the golden pathway here and the archway indicating this new, like, it's like a gateway to this new chapter in your life, like with money and wealth. Now, pentacles are your physical reality too. Okay, so it could even be like a baby happening. Who says that? Someone having a baby, like one of y'all. And if it's not you, someone in your family, but even still, it could be also like birth of a relationship. But feeling good. Let's just keep it that way. And now you have the Queen of Swords. So that is your second queen. Queen of Swords is just when you are just very logical, you just hearing the truth, nothing but the truth. One reason why this is such a big deal that the Queen of Swords pops up is because she is Libra. All right. And remember, we have that eclipse in Libra. And so this is just being fair-minded and also seeking a lot of truth, being honest with yourself as well. Remember, that's going to be a big thing. But not letting your emotions cloud your judgment at this time for the first half, for the first season. All right. But that's a lot of power. A lot of authority, and you wield the sword. You've got that power, and there's going to be a lot of dates like that where you get to choose. Am I going to fear this, or am I going to own this? Right. So it's really in your hands. And then Six of Pentacles. There you go. That's lovely. It's this card is all about gratitude, generosity. It's one of my favorite cards. And 6 is the heart of the tree of life. And you can see this very philanthropic man, like helping the needy here. And so this is a time where you may be doing that. Okay. You may be doing some work where you help others to, in this capacity that just makes you feel good. And that's what Cancers are, right? You're so nurturing. And a lot of your life, path is like, it's like taking care of others and making sure it's like you feel good when others feel good. And so I love this for you. And it's also like understanding that balance between giving and receiving as well. So you could have those moments like where you have an understanding of like, am I giving, and not getting anything in return? Or am I waiting to receive and not giving at all? So that could also be something that has an impact on some Cancers. But let's go to April, May, and June. So April 1st, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries, okay? And it's going to be retrograde until December. April Fools. Just kidding. Who does that? Now, on April 3rd, it's only going to be retrograde for like a few weeks. Now, on April 3rd, I really like for you because Venus is conjunct Neptune. This is just a beautiful day of like compassion and feeling good. And of course, like coming after the 6 of Pentacles, I'm not surprised, but it'll almost feel like a fairy tale. I love this. Remember, Neptune is in Pisces in your 9th house of like spirituality and whatnot. So April, by the way, April and May are the 2 biggest months of 2024. Okay. They are the 2 biggest months. There are other months that are like really big, but I would definitely prepare for April and May. Now, April 8th, this is when we have the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. So this is when a lot of Cancers will likely start new jobs or ascend in your job, start your own business. Remember, Aries is your 10th house of career and also public recognition. I can see a lot of Aries becoming a lot of Cancers becoming like Meryl Streep famous. And if you do, let me know. I want to watch your movie or show you're in or go to the museum where your artwork is at or whatnot. But it is a very big eclipse in Aries, okay? Because Mars, Aries ruling planet, is going to be sextiling Jupiter and Uranus. I mean, this is just like, new beginnings to a whole other level. Now, another day that I want you to know that is hugely auspicious is April 19th. Now, I want you to mark this down in your calendar right now. I'm going to give you a second to do it. Well, I want you to mark down 19th and the 20th. This is a bundle of days, and here's why. On April 19th, when we enter Taurus season, when the sun moves into Taurus, again, that is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, Mercury is going to conjunct Venus. Mars is going to sextile Jupiter, and Mars is also going to sextile Uranus. So this is one of the best days of not only the month, of the season, I would even say the year, okay? Remember, Uranus is all about the unexpected, surprises. This could be one of those days where you find good fortune being in the right place at the right time. Just one of those lucky moments. But it is also just a really, really great day in terms of your network, community, your social network, social media too, if that's a thing for you. But also it's in your hopes and wishes and goals. Now, the day after is the 20th, Jupiter conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. So again, not only is this, some would argue this is the best day of the year, definitely the best day of the month. Some would argue the best day of the year. Some would say it's the best year in the past 5 years. Some would say it's the best day of the decade. This happens every 13 years. Every 13 years. This is how rare this day is. Okay. So, yeah, this is coming after a day that's already one of the best. So you lump these two together. This is like your life is changing, new path, new beginning, or you ascending in an area. It's all about opportunities here. It's like everyone gets an opportunity. It's like Oprah. It's like you get an opportunity, you get an opportunity, you get an opportunity, you get a new beginning, you get a new beginning, and they're all auspicious. All these like breakthroughs as well. Like absolutely love this. So keep those in mind. Those are the best. Those are definitely the best. And then I would also, Cancer, pay attention to the 29th and the 30th of April. And the reason why is because not only has Mercury finally gone direct at this point, the 29th, Venus is moving into Taurus in its domicile. Venus is at home in Taurus. And as you know, that's your 11th house of hopes and wishes. Now, on the 30th, the day after, Mars is moving into Aries. Mars is moving into its domicile. This is Venus and Mars we're talking about. And Mars in Aries is your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements, social status. So, I mean, get ready. Like, vroom. Okay. This is vroom. A vroom moment for you. So I really love that. So, what else is up? So keep that in mind. Now, May, okay, you're going to see a lot of people say that May is the best day of, or best month of the year. And I agree. April and May are the best months of 2024. This is a lot of Taurus energy. Again, your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. And remember, Jupiter's gone direct. Jupiter is like hugely pivotal right now, and it's in your house of hopes and wishes. So in May, we have, I want you to mark this down, on the 7th, we have a new moon in Taurus. This is, in my opinion, the best new moon of the year. One of the best. Okay, there's a couple. One of the best new moons of the year, especially for you, because again, this is in your hopes and wishes. So now, on the 7th, it's not just a new moon in Taurus, okay? We have Venus in Taurus. We have Uranus in Taurus, Sun in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus. I mean, like, Saturn and Neptune are also in really good alignment here. So definitely mark this down in your calendar. Definitely mark it down in your calendar. New moons, you got to plant seeds. Now, here's the luckiest day of the year is May 18th. Mark this in your calendar. The Sun conjuncting Jupiter. So we have a Jupiter Cazimi. You got to use this day to your advantage. All right. Use the luckiest day. So some may translate that as a best day, or this is really just like it can come to finances. It's something that brings you comfort, stability, money, home, love. I mean, this is like, you mark it in your calendar. You're going to love it. Now, one of my favorite full moons of the year, in fact, possibly the best full moon of 2024, mark this down in your calendar, May 23rd, full moon in Sagittarius. Now, if you're literally watching this video in December, when I'm putting this out, remember we had that new moon in Sagittarius on the 12th. So I hope you planted seeds, because now you're going to see what rewards you reap. Now, the reason why this full moon in Sagittarius is so great is because Venus is conjuncting Jupiter the same day. Venus will sextile Neptune and Jupiter will sextile Neptune. So, hello, this is absolutely amazing. So again, I just mark it in your calendar. And the other day that is happening in May is May 25th. Huge Jupiter moving into Gemini. Okay, so it's officially moving Taurus, moving into Gemini until June 9th, 2025. And so Jupiter's moving into your 12th house. Again, that's your subconscious dreams, paying attention to your dreams now. They may become like a lot more vivid. You may be more in touch with your spirit guides, or you may be, also like, again, unrooting things that have been holding you back. But this is just once we get to June 2025, that's when Jupiter moves into your sign. So that's going to be the best year. June 2025 till about June 2026. Best year that you've had since 12 years. All right. So where are we now? Okay. And then June for 2023, the best day of June 2nd, Jupiter trining Pluto. Again, this is going to be major for you. But in general, Jupiter trining Pluto, this is the biggest money day of the year. There's a lot of success around this day with finances and money. So you better take action. Because also Mercury will sextile Neptune on the same day. And so this is like what I was talking about, what was happening for you, like that balance with like intellect and logic and like intuition, like a really good merging of that. I really like, definitely best day of the month. But I'm going to point out another day that is the best day of the month is June 4th, when Mercury conjuncts Jupiter. Absolutely amazing, because it's going to be trining Pluto as well. This is all like, if you like, definitely sign contracts around this time. This is, again, a lot of luck, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion. This is when you're also going to like, considering all these amazing aspects, it's like you talking the talk, walking the walk, feeling confident. I really love this for you, because on the same day, on June 4th, the sun is going to conjunct Venus. So we now have a Venus Cazimi. So, oh gosh, it is. And the last time, they're both in Gemini. The last time was 2016. I mean, this is really like, if you are here for love, this is like Leo and Kate, like at the helm of like the ship in Titan. Like, this is like love. All right. So, but even still, Venus is also money. And remember, there's a lot of money stuff happening around this time in June. So keep that in mind. And then I love, actually, when we go into, okay, you're going to love this. Now in June, on the 17th, Venus moves into your sign, and then Mercury moves into your sign. Now, on the 20th, we officially go into Cancer season. The sun moves into your sign. And so this is also the day of the summer solstice, right? Yeah. In the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern. Now, why is this important? Because on the 21st, we have a full moon in Cancer in your sign. So you see there's a bundle of planets in your sign at this point. So pay attention to the end of June, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. So let's see what's going on for you for April, May, and June. Oh, and then on the 26th, June 26th, Mercury trining Saturn. Another great day to sign contracts. All right, so you have got the 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, I'm making a... Okay. 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, okay? 8 of Wands. So, as we know, this is a card where things are just starting to move really fast for you. Almost in a way, I'm getting like kind of overwhelming, so many great things. Remember, Gemini is a twin as well. So a lot of options. You could have 2 options of things like suitors, or if people still say that word, or job offers, or, investors, or whatever. Like, but you see the Wands completely aligning. Wands all about, again, your passions and ideas, creativity, but also work related. Now, you did get the 5 of Pentacles, which is very interesting. There is going to be, remember I said, a lot of letting go. And this is going to be something in where you may start feeling a little in your head a lot. This is a card of loss, but what's coming up more for me is a card of like feeling like you have to spend alone time. Okay. Remember your spread. You got the Hierophant, you've got the Ace of Cups in your challenge area, and you've got the Hermit, you've got the Devil here. So yeah, you have to do that inward work. You have to go within, but also reach out. Remember, there's a lot of activity with like other people involved in your life significantly this year. And you see they're standing, well, they're walking in the cold. In this card, these people are actually focusing on their plight rather than seeing the church. And so it can work two ways for you. It's like you may be refusing some support at this time. Remember, you have the Ace of Cups in your challenge area, or you could just be so focused on like being in your head that you don't reach out to people. So remember, know that you have a really strong support system. Jupiter moving into Gemini is going to be a big thing for you. That's happening in May. Remember, that's your 12th house of the subconscious. But you got the Page of Wands. So there is something new happening for you. You have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Wands here, and now you have the Page of Wands. So there is almost like this big shift in your life. And again, planting these seeds, it's almost like there's something that you have to go deep on this level of what brings you comfort and value to emerge with this new thing that's happening in your life. Something that's going to be really compelling to you. Now, let's get to July, August, September. So July, the day that, the big day for you is July 5th. And it's actually the best day of the month. July 5th, new moon in your sign. So we have a new moon in Cancer. So definitely, if you are not planting seeds, oh my gosh, you need to start planting seeds. I'm putting you out in Exile Island until you plant seeds. And the reason why this is good is because Mars will be so harmonious with all these planets that are in your sign. Remember Venus and, the sun and whatnot. So this is one of the best days for you. Okay. The other day, Mars, so that is really the only day that I want you to pay attention to for July. The 15th is also going to be really big. Okay. That's when Mars conjuncts Uranus. It's going to happen. We've had that, but this is one of those days where it's like my way or the highway. So it's like you choosing to be like, should I be like an extra or should I be the star? And then, this is like empowerment is like, it's in your hands. Use it. Okay. Kind of like a rebellious energy to this too. But just keep it in mind. This is like, you keep the ball in your court. Now in August 7th, hands down, best day. Okay. The sun sextiling Jupiter. And on the same day, Mercury will conjunct Venus. So Mercury's retrograde at this point, but I like this because it's almost like there's going to be someone you reconnect with that is really good for you and really something that just moves you forward on your path to enlightenment. And what I love about that is because just the week after, on the 14th, Mars will conjunct Jupiter, and so it's like, all this action that you take is going to bring all this good fortune, good luck. So you have to really remember, work with that. So those are the days that I really love for you. Okay. For August. Now for September, this is when, all the outer planets are starting to go retrograde. And now we enter like some really tough oppositions and squares. Things kind of start slowing down. Like Uranus goes retrograde on the 1st. And anyway, well, the big thing that I want you to know is the 17th. Okay. First, let me tell you the best day of September will be the 14th. September 14th, Venus trining Jupiter. Again, the planet of love, money, sex, right? Beauty, in this really auspicious alignment with the planet of luck and prosperity. So best day of the month for sure. Now, on the 17th, we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Again, this is going to be a really big eclipse. It's going to be, I like it. It may be a little tough, but it's like, you are aware of the responsibilities you're taking on. Okay. And, you know, with lunar eclipses, something could be coming to an end, like for this new chapter. Pluto and Uranus are actually in good alignment to Neptune, which is in Pisces, as well as like the sun. So, again, this is like your ninth house of spirituality. So, the other thing is a day that I do want you to. Oh, another great day for you, particularly you, is the 21st. Okay, Cancer, it's September 21st, when Mercury's going to square Jupiter, but the sun's going to trine Pluto. Okay, so this is an interesting day. This is like one of those, like, you have so much, you can have as much leverage as you want. With people you need to like persuade or get on their good side or give you a raise or a promotion, well, like high, like VIPs basically. Okay, or like if you need something from like your parents, or do you know what I mean? Like, this is like you, again, ball in your court. You can take charge here. You can take charge. So let's see what's going on for you for July, August, and September. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, interesting. So you got Temperance, which is great. It seems like there is. So that, what is that? Your second archangel? That's amazing. Okay. So Temperance. It seems like there is going to be something that you may have awareness around in terms of like, you like, if there is anything you're stressing about, especially like your future, it's like pulling it back and just saying, I'm good. I'm trusting my intuition. I'm trusting my guides. I'm trusting the universe. I'm just going to enjoy life because I don't want to stress about anything anymore. And that's what temperance literally means self-restraint. And so, again, a very like intuitive driven, like spiritual driven card with the archangel here. You even see the sun on the archangel's forehead, right? Like right on the pineal gland. And then you have the Seven of Cups. So there is a sense of, with the Seven of Pentacles, by the way. So there is going to be some big decision that you're going to make around this time. Okay. From July, August to September, there is going to be something where you are going to, and remember, we do have that eclipse in your ninth house of spirituality. So it's almost like with Neptune at play, really big as well. There's definitely going to be around, especially with that full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces, definitely gonna be some changes. All right. So, but it looks to me that it's going to be more like you are going to really have to really think about these changes moving forward, where you are a place where you're comfortable and you don't, you know, you have like stability and everything's good for you. Okay. So now the last 3 months. Okay. So October, we have that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. That's going to happen October 2nd. I really love this. Venus is conjuncting Uranus. This is game changing. You get really good, surprising news around this time. Okay. I love October 4th for you. Venus trining Saturn. It's a day where you can meet your soulmate if you're single, by the way. But this is just like having like longevity in terms of like something that, in terms of love and money. So the best day of October is October 13th, when the sun trines Jupiter. Okay. This, we only have one this year. All right. In 2024. But again, this is going to be really, really, really nice. Definitely take action. Definitely make sure that, and you'll see things are going to like start happening for you, because the day, like 2 days before, Pluto goes direct after being retrograde. Now in November, I absolutely love the new moon in Scorpio on November 1st. And you're going to really love this because that's in your 5th house of love and pleasure, romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation as well. Mars is in your sign at this point on November 1st. We also have Neptune in Pisces. We also have Mercury in Scorpio. And so you see that it's like a golden triangle in the water signs. Like a lot of the planets are in really good alignment, like a lot of stability with this new moon. So definitely plant some seeds. On the 4th, the sun is going to trine Saturn. Definitely start something new around this time too. But you see how they're so close to each other. I think that's something really new is going to happen for you. A lot of y'all could start families, get married, have relationships, but also like maybe even pick up like a new recreation around this time. What else is going on? Oh, actually, Pluto is direct, but it went back into Capricorn for a little bit, but it's just a little bit. So on the 19th is when it officially goes back to Aquarius, for like until 2044. Okay. And so December, this is when Mars goes retrograde on the 6th. Same day Venus moves into Aquarius. And so that's, again, your 8th house of transformation, other people's money. But Mars going retrograde, you will start feeling that slowdown around. Remember, with all the other retrogrades in November, Mars is going to retrograde into 2024. Now, I really love the full moon on the 15th, December 15th, full moon in Gemini. Okay. It will conjunct Jupiter. I love, and Mars and Mercury will be in really good alignment here. All right. So, again, I feel, and on the same day, Mercury goes direct because Mercury had been retrograde at that point. But for you, I really like it. Okay. Because I feel like there is something that you're going to release that you need to release. Now, on the 19th is the best day of December. Venus trining Jupiter. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. I would just be on the 24th. I know it's holidays. Jupiter is going to square Saturn on the 24th. It's just like a day that, we'll talk about more next year, but it's just like, it happens a couple times in 2024. And it is just like a challenging aspect where it may affect you. Like on a subconscious level. Remember, Jupiter is in Gemini, in your subconscious. But other than that, like really great days in October, November, December. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for the last 3 months of 2024. I really love that new moon in Scorpio on November 1st for you. I really love it. Okay. Yeah. As I said, you will be in your head. There's going to be decisions that you have to make. And Eight of Swords, Gemini card. And so remember, this is a point with all these retrogrades, with Jupiter and Gemini as well. Okay. Your 12th house of the subconscious, where, remember, I said the 12th house is like self-sabotage energy. So it's really trusting your intuition. Really trusting your intuition until you're comfortable taking off those blindfolds. So around this time, there's going to be some things where you have to be honest with yourself, where there's going to be some things where you're going to be like, I really, really have to see things for what they are and not do any self-sabotage. That is what Jupiter in the 12th house tends to, do sometimes. Just knowing that you're confident, you're good enough, because you just got the 2 cards where the figure's wearing blindfolds, the only 2 cards. So you see the last quarter, there is definitely something you're going to have to get confident about, have that self-confidence and really think about things, what you want. There may be some big decisions that you have to make. Remember, Jupiter in Gemini is the twin. Gemini is a twin. So there could be something, and it could be a partnership. Okay. This card is attributed to Moon in Libra. Libra is a native ruler, partnerships, relationships. Remember, you have the devil in your future. And so there could be, that's Capricorn, your seventh house of partnerships, relationships. So it can be work. Again, it can be career. It can be love, romance. It can be a friend. It can be your mailman, or just whatever resonates with you at that time. Once you get out of your head, you're fine and you're good and you're absolutely amazing. This is your 3rd queen. So you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have Queen of Pentacles, and she is the richest queen. You're good. And she is, just like the Queen of Cups, has like really good maternal quality, where she likes to take care of everybody within her family, within her world, within her kingdom, also herself. but she has the resources to do it. So a lot of growth in this, but again, this is going to be a big year for you, Cancer. Thanks so much for tuning in. I think that I have room to leave all the descriptions and or at least the dates, but maybe in the description box. If not, I'll figure out a way. But anyway, thanks so much, Cancer. I will see you next week.